virus and many other diseases. And they can breed in standing water around your home. Protect your family from pests. Get the facts at pestworld.org.
The Upper Peninsula's new CBS station, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a Michigan Republican is introducing a resolution that challenges marriage equality in the state. Plus, business owners head to Ishpeming to hear more about the changes to Michigan's wage laws with the new Earned Sick Time Act. And the Congressional Doge Caucus reveals more on their plans to cut spending. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
From the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Check things out for Marquette here. Looks like a lot of clouds for tonight, but the temperatures are still warmer than the average highs, so we are still on the mild side here. Not much expected, though, otherwise, as we head into the day Wednesday. Temperatures around the area will be in the lower to mid-20s overall. Watch for a few slick spots on the roads, of course, as temperatures fall below freezing for this evening. Rest of the forecast coming up later in the show. Kevin?
Tom, thank you. 7 Michigan lawmakers have signed on to a new resolution asking the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn the case that protects marriage equality. Michigan is one of 6 states where lawmakers have introduced resolutions to challenge the Obergefell v. Hodges decision, but an actual court case would need to make its way to the Supreme Court to challenge the decision.
The American legal tradition based on natural law, the will of the people, and constitutional originalism upholds marriage as a union between a man and a woman. Any deviation from this definition undermines the legal and moral foundation of this republic.
We have real problems facing Michiganders. I don't think there's a lot of people sitting at their kitchen table thinking about, their neighbor's marriage.
The resolution was referred to the House Committee on Government Operations. We'll have the full story tonight at 11:10 Central. Last week, Governor Whitmer signed the Earned Sick Time Act, adding concern for small businesses. This morning at the Economic Hub in Ishpeming, details of the bill were presented to local business owners by Flagstar Bank and Paychex Payroll Consultants. Businesses with 10 employees or less are to give at least 40 hours of paid sick time to their workers each year. A key issue with this is whether part-time employees will be able to work enough hours across the year to reach a minimum amount of sick time compared to full-time employees.
I think the biggest thing that we learned is you have to make sure that you are compliant and you have a policy in place to protect yourself and your employees.
And we'll have more details on this later tonight. At this hour, the House of Representatives is preparing to vote on a massive multi-trillion-dollar budget blueprint. Passing the plan is a crucial test for President Donald Trump's legislative agenda, but it's not clear if House Speaker Mike Johnson has enough votes to get it across the finish line. WZMQ 19 News Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon has been following the action today on the Hill and breaks down the latest.
Good morning. It's a big day in America, a big day on Capitol Hill.
Tuesday, House Republicans working quickly to advance what President Trump calls one big, beautiful bill. The plan, expected for a vote Tuesday evening, paves the way for $4.5 trillion in tax breaks as Republicans work to extend Trump's 2017 tax cuts, and for $2 trillion in spending cuts. Cuts that could hit government programs that provide food assistance, student loan relief, and health care.
The Republican budget is going to take health care away from millions of working Americans and even children.
Democrats have fiercely criticized the GOP plan. Some Republicans even seeing pushback from concerned constituents.
No, she said Medicaid.
Reckless Republican budget.
As House Democrats rallied against the plan Tuesday, Republicans defended it.
What we're talking about is rooting out the fraud, waste, and abuse. Every taxpayer, it doesn't matter what party you're in, you should be for that, because it saves your money and it preserves the programs so that it is available for the people who desperately need it.
Although the plan is still a blueprint, some Republicans want to approach with caution.
I think we've got to be really careful, and we talk about using a scalpel, not a chainsaw, and I think that's absolutely true.
With some moderate Republicans worried about program cuts and conservative fiscal hawks unhappy with the level of spending, Speaker Mike Johnson is racing to shore up support from his members who are still on the fence.
And we're excited about the progress, and I'm very positive, and I'm absolutely convinced we're going to get this done. I think everybody wants to be on this train and not in front front of it.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
The new Congressional Doge Caucus is laying out their initial plans to cut spending and make the government more efficient. But a group of protesters at the Capitol are alarmed at Doge's methods of doing business. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us live from the U.S. Capitol. Rachel, good evening to you.
Good evening, Kevin. So, today's press conference with this new Doge Caucus, they focused on some of these members' individual legislative plans to reduce spending, things like eliminate spending on animal testing, as well as recuperate some unspent COVID funds, as well as maybe look at closing some loopholes for welfare programs, making sure that wealthy people do not qualify for things like food stamps. These are just some of the examples of what some of these members are looking to do to reduce government spending. Now, again, today's press conference focused on the new Doge Caucus's first legislative steps in cutting back spending in other ways they believe are wasteful. Doge, which President Trump tasked billionaire Elon Musk to run, has come under fire recently for mass firings, limiting federal employees access to their work or offices, access to sensitive data, among other things. Now, today, members of the Doge Caucus face questions of how much of a role will Congress have in Doge's decisions. These members claim they have a seat at the table, but some protesters who were at the Capitol today are airing their frustrations about Doge. They feel that Musk and his Doge team are overstepping Congress's role of having the power of the purse and are alarmed about the mass firings.
We need to follow the rule of law that's been in place to keep our government functioning independently as three separate pieces, so that the American people can trust the rule of law. If people don't trust the rule of law, then our society won't stand.
For too long, Washington has treated taxpayer dollars like monopoly money, spending without accountability, racking up over $35 trillion in debt, fueling waste, fraud, and abuse at the expense of hardworking Americans.
Now, Kevin, according to online sources, about half of the government spending goes towards things like national defense, Medicare, and Social Security. Now, members today were asked about, if anything from those areas were going to be on the chopping block. Members say that things like Social Security are not on the chopping block, but they say that they're going to look at all agencies to see if there's any wiggle room to slash spending. Kevin, back to you.
Rachel, thank you very much as always. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, we'll hear how much money the city of Marquette is receiving through taxes on marijuana businesses. And later, Mike Ludlum brings us some of the highlights from this past weekend's FIS Continental Cup on Pine Mountain. We'll be right back after this.
This job, it's about sacrifice for something nobler than yourself.
Here goes everything.
The FBI's are back in action.
Move, move, move!
We can stop this.
Eyes open, safety's off. Look at your back. Tracking down people who don't want to be found is our specialty.
CBS Tuesday is FBI night.
Well done, everybody.
The FBI's are all new. CBS tonight at 8/7 Central and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Better begins with the way we see each other. Better begins with the way we treat each other. Better begins with the way we care for each other. Better begins at Aspirus Health. Bringing out the better in all of us.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
The Shunk's Big Winter Sale. I've expanded our selection of American-made reclining furniture. Every one of these reclining groups come with 20 different fabric choices, and you still get the sale price. Recliners? Wow, we have over 200 recliners in stock for you to choose from. Regular recliners, power recliners, and power lift recliners, and they're all on sale. We have hundreds of chairs to choose from. High-leg recliners to stress-free chairs with matching ottomans. They're all on sale. Shop Shunks at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Things are looking pretty mild as we head on into the next couple of days. Highs in the mid to upper 20s, and we've been well above normal here. But we're still in wintertime, and that means snow is in our forecast, particularly on Friday, and there could be some pretty decent snow amounts. Always tricky at this time of year when the temperatures above freezing kind of battle the cold air that still wants to hang around. But again, Friday could be on the snowy side. But until then, we're looking pretty decent here. Wind speeds on the light side for the balance of tonight and into the day on Wednesday. You can see very light out of the south, so we will have continued mild temperatures, maybe be able to break that 40-degree mark. While Futurecast is showing very little in the way of precipitation, with maybe some breaks now and then, but the clouds you can see thicken up for Wednesday as a weather system slides through Wisconsin, and the precip from that stays to our south. So no problems here for Wednesday, but not so as we head on toward Thursday. You can see some snow showers going into the region. We have several waves here. Wave number 1 here affecting us on Thursday. Nice little hit of some snow showers here. And the snow outlook into Wednesday morning, not much here. But from Thursday into Friday, things do change. On Thursday itself, not a lot of snow here. Marquette, maybe about a ½ inch here off toward the west, toward Covington, Lons, and into Houghton. We're looking at about 1½ inches. Sault Ste. Marie could get an inch of snow as well. Things start to pick up, and look as we head toward Friday. Wow, really starts to blow up. Purples here means 6+, and looking at maybe up to 6 inches here in Marquette. Now again, I wouldn't take this as gospel. Temperatures are expected to stay in the mid-30s here, but we think the snow will be intense enough where even if it's a little less, it could be snowy, slushy, perhaps a rough go traveling then. But for tonight, looking pretty good here. Watch a few slippery areas this evening as the temperatures fall below freezing. And tomorrow will break close to 40 degrees here, if not a little bit warmer. Partly cloudy skies and then mostly cloudy. Otherwise, a fairly tranquil day. Not too bad, not a lot of wind. After that, things could be a little snowy on Thursday. Temperatures will be falling into the 20s as the front goes through. And as we said, could be some steadier snow on Friday. Looking at lower 30s here, and you saw how much snow. Could be a decent amount here, but it ends quickly as the cold air comes in. Temperature plunge on Saturday, but look at that. Nice quick recovery, still looks good. In fact, after Sunday, we could get back up to near 40 degrees by the early part of next week.
Tom, thanks very much. Marquette is receiving just under $300,000 from the taxation of marijuana in Michigan. Michigan's Regulation and Taxation of Marijuana Act redistributes a portion of the collected taxes from marijuana sales to municipalities and tribes across the state. Marquette is receiving $291,000 for its 5 marijuana licenses, which will go into its general fund. Marquette City Manager says the money is slightly lower than last year.
More municipalities are participating, and more licenses are out there. The pool is getting spread amongst larger number of municipalities. So our distribution is starting to see a little bit of a decline.
We'll have more from the city manager about the Marijuana Act funds tonight at 11:10 Central. Coming up next on Insights, the Copper Dog races are mere days away. We're speaking with a musher liaison about what's in store and what level of competition they're expecting this year when we come back.
How much longer? Relax. I can't. This online betting thing is getting out of control. Come on, we're having fun. But we need to pay rent, buy books, groceries. Blah, blah, blah. They're called priorities for a reason. We'll get to those things. Maybe. This isn't gonna end well.
Don't regret the bet. For tips that will help you play it smart, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board.
Meet Gomer Pyle, musical Marie.
Weeknights at 9:30 on MeTV 19.1.
Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm. Easy to grip and massage, and the power of 2 max strength pain relievers. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm.
At Choice Hotels like this Comfort Hotel, you get more for your money so you can maximize any vacation, like starting game day with a free hot breakfast. I got waffles, how about you? Go Waffles! Woo! Get double points on all stays when you book direct.
This is a powerful place. In this chamber, decisions are made every day. Decisions that impact your life, your friends, family, and neighbors. Your life can be changed by what happens here. I'm 19 News' Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy. I report to you, tracking votes, new laws, and policies that change lives in the Upper Peninsula. The only place to see what's happening in Lansing is right here.
Sophia Murphy reports, only on WZMQ 19 News.
She's inquisitive
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
and firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The Copper Dog 150 races are only 3 days away. Joining us on Insights tonight is Musher liaison Chris Tepsa. Chris, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. So this is my first time in the UP, living up here anyway. I've witnessed the UP 200. So tell me about the Copper Dog. What's it all about?
Oh gosh, the Copper Dog, it brings Calumet back to life like it used to be during the mining days. During the start of the Copper Dog, you're going to see probably 4,000 or 5,000 people lining the streets waiting for that first team to leave the starting chute at 7 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the competitors. How tough competition is it?
Oh, we've got competitors coming from all around the Midwest. We've got 2 mushers coming from Canada. We've got a musher coming from New Hampshire. And then even out west, Oregon, Montana, couple folks from out west too. So yeah, it's gonna be a fantastic race amongst all 4 of the races that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. So also tell me about the route itself. Where are these mushers going to be heading?
So Friday night, the start of the first leg is going to be from, and that's going to be the Copper Dog 150. The 80 and the 30 are all going to leave from downtown Calumet and finish in Eagle Harbor. On Saturday, the second leg of the race is going to be for the Copper Dog 150, and they're going to travel from Eagle Harbor and finish in Copper Harbor. And then on Saturday also is going to be our Copper Dog 15. That's a 15-mile race. That's going to be held in Copper Harbor itself. So you'll be able to see the start and the finish all within a couple of hours of each other. And then the last leg of the race is going to be on Sunday, leaving Copper Harbor. That's going to be the Copper Dog 150 and the 80. And they will both finish downtown Calumet on Sunday afternoon.
All right, good deal. How are the trails looking out there?
The trails are fantastic. Actually, I've been talking to our trail boss here, and he said that they're in great shape. We've got plenty of snow, so if anybody is still looking to register, our registration has been extended through tonight at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. But trails are fantastic, and we're going to get to go over Brockway Mountain this year, which we haven't been able to do in a number of years. But we'll see the 150 and the 80 going over Brockway on Sunday morning.
All right, good deals. Now tell me about the spectators. How many people are we expecting to come check it out?
So there'll be probably 4,000 to 5,000 people downtown Calumet Friday night for the start. The start will be right on 5th Street in the 100 block. We'll have a snow road laid down the entire length of 5th Street that'll lead the mushers off to the snowmobile trail. But it's a blast downtown Friday night. Yeah, there's going to be street party. There'll be bonfires. There'll be beverages and food vendors. A lot of the restaurants stay open later. We'll have fireworks that'll happen after the final teams leave Calumet, but it's just a great time. It's just a big party downtown. Lots of loud music over the speakers, and it's a great event.
All right, excellent. And from what I've heard, the Copper Dog is very popular up here in the UP, Chrissy. So just what does this event mean for the community itself?
You know, it brings in, it's not just for Calumet, but it's for all the surrounding communities. Calumet, Eagle Harbor, Copper Harbor, Eagle River, I'm sure, and probably Houghton and Hancock benefit from it as well. Just from all the people that come, it brings in just an influx of money. The volunteers, you know, it takes over 700 volunteers that sign up on the website for all of our road crossings and our dog handling, our bag checkers. It brings in volunteers from pretty much around the country. So it's a substantial boost to the local economy.
Excellent. All right. And finally, Chrissy, just start date and time for the race. First one.
This Friday, the opening ceremonies will be at 6:20, and the first dog out of the chute will be 7:00 p.m. sharp.
Sounds great. Chrissy, thank you so much for coming on with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Mike Ludlum has your sports highlights when we come back. He shows us the results of the NCAA Central Region Cross Country Skiing Championships from this past weekend.
The hype around Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is at a fever pitch.
That's amazing.
And speaking of fevers, Georgie Cooper's down for the count.
Morning, sir. Hold on a minute.
Quick backstory. This is Georgie's dad. He died a while back, so seeing him here is a pretty big deal.
Well, all right.
New Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. You won't want to miss it.
Okay, I'm serious. Okay.
CBS Thursday and streaming on Paramount+.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
This is home for CBS WZMQ 19.
Looking for your next level in real estate? Look no further than Next Home Superior Living. Stephanie's not just any realtor. She's energetic, talented, equipped with the latest technology and decades of experience to serve you better. At Next Home Superior Living, we're not just selling homes. We're guiding clients and customers throughout the entire transaction. That's Stephanie Jones of Next Home. Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Give your home a fresh new look with our energy-efficient windows and stylish doors. And here's a deal you won't want to miss. For a limited time, when you buy 3 windows or doors, you'll get 1 free. That's right, buy 3, get 1 free. Don't wait. This offer ends February 28th. Call today and start transforming your home with the Window Store. Quality windows, doors, and unbeatable savings. Only at the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. There could be a problem voting for the high school boys basketball team of the year in divisions 1 through 3. Number 2 Kingsford defeated number 1 Marquette 72-60 last week. The two teams split during the regular season. The Flivers' victory has catapulted them to the top of the final poll this week. As we take a look at it, Kingsford now has 3 first-place votes and 23 points. That is 1 point ahead of Marquette, who has 2 first-place votes. Iron Mountain is a solid third, followed by Westwood and Munising. In Division 4 on the boys' side, Forest Park is still number 1 despite a loss to Marquette with all 5 first-place votes and 25 points. Pickford is second with 20. Norway is third, then it's North Dickinson, and Dollar Bay and Uintral Creek share 5th place. On the girls' poll, Negaunee hosts Gladstone on Thursday. The Miners are number 1 with the 5 first-place votes. Braves are still second. Calumet has moved up into a solid number 3. Then it's Sault Ste. Marie and Ishpeming with another team getting a vote. That's Westwood. In Division 4, St. Ignace has 4 of the 5 first-place votes. Ewan Trout Creek is second. Then it's Baraga, Lance, and Munising, with Hancock and Lakeland and Hubble also getting some support. The NCAA Central Region Cross Country Skiing Championships took place at the Alcoa Recreation Area in Ishpeming Saturday and Sunday. NMU's Christopher Alm Karsrud of Norway finished second in the 7.5-kilometer race, 21 minutes, 8.4 seconds. Michigan Tech's top skier was Wes Campbell. He was fifth in 21 minutes, 43.2 seconds. The Wildcats' Luke Fricker earned first place, 21 minutes, 6.6 seconds, or less than 2 seconds ahead of his teammate Karsrud. Chase High from the College of St. Scholastica was third, followed by NMU's Jonathan Clark. Other Tech skiers were 7th, 8th, and 9th. Now, the women also covered the 7.5-kilometer distance Saturday. We'll start with Michigan Tech's Marie Solfrud Wangen. She was a solid second, 24 minutes, 44.8 seconds. And that sound you might be hearing is a drone that was following the skiers along the way. NMU's Victoria Clevin Dibwad comes around one of the middle loops. She was third in 24 minutes, 45 seconds, missing out by 0.2 of a second of finishing second. The Wildcats' Merle Richter was the winner. Her time, 24 minutes, 42.7 seconds, winning by just over 2 seconds. NMU went first, third, and fifth, with Jordan Parent coming in fifth. Michigan Tech went second, fourth, and sixth, with Bridget Burns fourth and Alice McKnight sixth. It was very tight between the Wildcats and Huskies all weekend. They both did very, very well. Conditions were very good last weekend for the FIS Marshall Medical Center Dickinson Continental Cup ski jumping at Giant Pine Mountain and Iron Mountain. In Saturday's second competition, bib 29 Marcus Eisenbart Bickler of Germany was very consistent. This jump was good for 135 meters or 443 feet. Bickler was third Saturday. He won Sunday's competition. Bickler says this is his last year jumping, but he will be back as a coach. While he did not finish in first place, Austria's Manuel Fettner might be the name everybody remembers. Fettner set the hill record Friday at 140.5 meters, also known as 461 feet. On this jump Saturday, he matched that distance, and in his second attempt, he reestablished the record by a couple feet. Fettner was second on Saturday. Robert Johansson of Norway won Saturday's second event. He didn't have the longest jumps, but his style points put him over the top. The jump coming up here was good for 133 meters or 436 feet. We'll let you watch the end of this as he comes down with a very nice landing and certainly earned extra style points that put him up. The high school hockey regional finals are underway, and Division III, Escanaba trails Sault Ste. Marie 2-0 about 11 minutes into the first period. Houghton and Jeffers play in the Copper Country starting at 7. We'll be right back.
Here's a business looking for a customer. Here's a customer looking for a business. And that's where the Better Business Bureau comes in. The BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. That's why 80% of people choose BBB accredited businesses over non-accredited ones with the same A+ letter rating. Live happily, better after. Always look for the sign of a better business because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
WZMQ 19 seeks a talented and dynamic multimedia account executive who thrives in a fast-paced working environment. Passionate, motivated, goal-oriented individuals should apply. Responsibilities include identifying the needs of local businesses, developing strong relationships, selling advertising on our TV, digital, and CTV platforms. Email your resume and cover letter to advertising@WZMQ19.com today.
Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food The pesticides, the water, the land was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart and using what you buy before it gets trashed.
That's way better. Ooh, arugula.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
We're looking pretty tranquil for tonight. Not much expected here. Partly to mostly cloudy skies, and we stay overcast, as you can see on our futurecast, into the day on Wednesday as storm systems stay to the south. That won't be the case so much on Thursday. Good chance of some snow, mainly in the morning. Not a lot here. Most of you getting at most an inch. But the better chances of heavier snow will be Friday into Friday night. Lows for tonight dropping into the mid-20s and looking at near 40 for tomorrow. Kevin?
Thanks, Tom. That's all for now. We'll see you later tonight.